Hi. So, I just ate. So if I have anything in my teeth, I really apologize for that. I'm also gonna continue eating. And turn off my volume. I'm actually not gonna continue eating because I can't eat and talk. I'll finish that after I'm done talking. But on Saturday the 4th, it was my grandmother's 70th birthday. Not Meme, but Mamar. You guys have met her if you've been around long enough. She hasn't been in a lot of vlogs, but she's been in a few here and there over the last couple of years. So yeah, it was her birthday and she turned 70 and I wasn't invited to the party. And the reason why I wasn't invited to the party is because it was hosted by my aunt, who does not like me. She hasn't spoke to me in almost 7 years. And well, she has spoke to me within the 7 years, but we weren't on good terms. And then there was this one time when she called me and she was misgendering me and calling me, like, she was literally calling me little girl and saying that my ass should be tanned and just really nasty stuff. I recorded the phone call, but I don't have it anymore. It was on my old phone, and yeah, it's not something I want to listen to ever again anyway, and I would never show it on the internet. But the point is, she just really doesn't like me, and that's my dad's sister. So I got upset and I messaged my dad about it, and I was crying and really upset, and he was not understanding at all. And I'm not going to go into what he said or into like small details about it. That's about it. That's what I'm upset over. Me and my dad are not talking again. I don't really want to talk to him right now. I'm not saying that it's forever, because I don't think you should ever make a decision to not speak to someone for the rest of your life unless like they've done something really bad that you can't forgive. I'm sure I could find a whole bunch of things that I shouldn't be able to forgive when it comes to my dad, but I do love him. I just don't really love the way he reacts to situations or deals with things. So I'm okay with not talking to him for a while. If he wants to reach out to me, that's fine. Last time we didn't talk, it was like 2 years. We went like 2 years without talking, or maybe it was a year. I don't know. It happens often. And honestly, at this point, I don't care if he's in my life or out. I love him, but I don't need him, and I don't need drama either. So he said what I was saying was bullshit, and what I was saying was my feelings, and I was crying. So it just really wasn't cool. And the reason why I want to talk about this now is because it's something that matters in my life. It's what I'm going through, and daily vlogs are, you know, a diary, and this is my diary. But also I want to say it now so that I can put it into the past and just move forward in a positive way. I don't want to have a whole bunch of negativity on my channel. I don't want to, you know, I don't want negativity. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. I want to be the most positive I can be while still being real. There are going to be times where I'm sad or I'm upset or I'm anxious and whatever, but the way that I want to deal with it in the future is different from how I've dealt with it in the past. Even with this conversation, I don't want to drag my dad through the mud. I love him. Sometimes I don't like him, and I really don't like the things that he says and the way that he deals with things. But like, I'd never hate him. I felt like I needed to walk away because he wasn't hearing me, and he didn't care to understand how I felt about not being there. My grandmother only turned 70 once, and it's over, it's done, and now it's missed. And she found out recently that she has cancer again for the 3rd time. So I missed out on a lot with that side of the family because I'm intimidated by my aunt. I don't like admitting that, but she is a really intimidating person, and obviously I'm not going to tell you her name or any of that or go into it. It's just, she doesn't like me, I'm intimidated by her, and because of that I haven't visited my grandmother in a long time. Normally when I see her, it's at my great-grandmother's. We get together there or somewhere else. but usually my great grandmother's house, because I'm terrified to go to my grandmother's house and my aunt be there. At my dad's 50th birthday, and then also at New Year's, no, New Year's my aunt wasn't there, but my dad's 50th birthday my aunt was there, and it made me feel really uncomfortable and anxious. Everything would be fine, like I'd be totally fine with her if she would approach me and just apologize, but that's not her. That's not in her nature. I don't think she's ever apologized to anybody ever. So I think it's just gonna stay the way it is, but it sucks because I have an uncle who lives away and he only visits every once in a while, and when he visits, he stays at her house. And I guess it's just as much his fault as it is hers, because he could have seen me, he could have called me, he could have asked to meet up, and we would have, but it's been 6 years now since I've seen him, his kids, or his wife. And, you know, stuff like that hurts. It hurts to be the only one not included, and for it all to be based around the fact that I'm transgender and whatever else reason she has to hate me. But it sucks because the whole family just goes on with it as if it's okay, and they actually go out of their way to hide things so that I don't know that there's like parties and stuff, because the whole family knew, and I talked to a lot of the family regularly and nobody said a word. So it's just hard. I don't hate anybody, and I want to stress that. I do not hate anybody. I am upset, like it hurts. I'm sad because my aunt, I used to love her when I was growing up. She was an amazing person. She let me jump in mud puddles. I spent a lot of time with her. We did arts and crafts. I traveled with her. She lived in different places, and I would go visit those places and hang out with her, and we did the most fun, awesome things. And then when I realized that at first I was gay, things started to go downhill with my relationship with her. I think she was embarrassed of me. And then when I came out as transgender, she never accepted it, and she still calls me Jenna and her and she, and it hurts. It really hurts. And I don't think I deserve that hate. I don't think anybody deserves that. I wish her the best. I wish her lots of love. I hope that someday she'll wake up and she'll realize that what she's doing is not right. But I missed out on a lot of things, and it's really hurtful. And if any of my family is watching this, I hope you know that it sucks, and I'm disappointed. My uncle, like, he meant the world to me too, and doesn't even try to connect with me. I've talked to him like maybe twice in the last couple years, and he comes down here and he doesn't even look for me. So I don't know why I let it bother me. I think talking about it now, I'm getting it off my chest, and this is going to be the release. I'm just going to let it go, and I just hope they know I don't hate them. I'm just hurt by them, and mostly, you know, my uncle. I'm really hurt by him. And my dad, maybe he'll come around, maybe he won't, but that's his choice. I lived my whole life off and on with him, so just wanted to talk about that. That's what I was upset about. So let's move on to some happier things, and I'm gonna eat this plum, and I'll see you guys after I eat. I think we're gonna go swimming.